Alright, so we got the prime rib smoking and it's coming along real nicely. You know, it's a huge piece of meat. And so tonight, because we're having a Christmas party, I'm just going to take pictures and some videos and things like that, and then have captions about how it turned out and stuff like that, and you know, have comments and things like that. But I won't be able to do, you know, the typical stuff that I do at the end of some of these videos. But I did want to talk about something that is really important when you go through this process. So, you know, that's a 20+ pound piece of meat bone in, and every type of meat is different and kind of handles itself differently depending on what you're doing. Prime rib's a little bit more difficult in some respects because you don't want to, you never get to that stay temperature like you do with, say, a brisket or like a pork butt. You know, where it sits at 160 to 170 and you get that time where it takes forever to get past there. And so last night I set, I can't tell you how important these temp probes are. And one trick to make sure that they're accurate is to boil water and make sure that they're reading properly. This one actually has 2 temp probes. So I have 2 temp probes stuck in at different places on the prime rib so that I can make sure that I'm gauged pretty well. And they're within a couple degrees of each other, so that's fine. But I set an alarm on this because, you know, obviously I put this on, you know, way early in the morning and went back to bed, and I wanted to make sure, since I was smoking it at 250, that it didn't come to temperature too fast. And sure enough, in about 4.5, 5 hours, give or take, it got close to, like, you know, 95, 96 degrees. And at that time, that was going too fast, because it would have, by the time I needed it done in the afternoon, I wouldn't have it would have been done too early and I had to pull it off too early. So we're trying to get an internal temperature of 130, 135. We're going to pull it and let it rest. And again, that's taste and preference. I'm doing that because I want medium rare, because the folks that are coming, I got a wide range of folks. Some like it, you know, well done, some like it medium, some like it medium rare. So I'm going to have the center medium rare, and we'll cut the center and then we'll cut off the ends. And so whatever someone wants, we'll decide on that. And then, you know, we can also sear it in the skillet if we need to. But this thing was invaluable, because had it not warned me, we'd be eating prime rib for breakfast or brunch, which would not have been good. So, you know, that worked really good. I was able to, what I did is I took it from 250, I knocked it down to 180. I opened it up a bit, I let it kind of cool off, kind of slow way down. And so now I'm just maintaining a good temperature. And so, you know, I've got about 3 more hours until folks are going to be here and about when we're going to eat. And so I'm just going to watch it. And I now want to start getting it up into, you know, the eventually 115, 120, then, you know, 130, and then I'll start watching real close and then pull it off and let it rest. So, but if you're doing a big chunk of meat, you know, and even smaller meats, but really big meats, you really need to use the thermometers, the digital thermometers, because without them, you're kind of without a rudder. And like I've always said, it's not about how long it takes, really. It really is about what temperatures and how can you control it and kind of control how that meat, you know, performs over a period of time. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to do a horseradish mix that you know that we really like. That you know, and even I'm not a horseradish guy, but I actually like it too. So, and that's some au jus, and then we'll show you pictures and videos of the prime rib of the folks enjoying it tonight.